Доброго дня.
Good afternoon. Here goes the press briefing of the spokesperson of the administration of the President of Ukraine on anti-terrorist operation, Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk. Here's the information from the zone of anti-terrorist operation over the last 24 hours. Luhansk sector. Yesterday in the evening, the enemy has shelled from 120mm mortars our frontline positions in Stanitsa Luhansk. Besides, they have violated the regime of silence in the village of Trохizmenka. In Donetsk sector, the enemy has violated the regime of silence in Svetlodarsk axis, also to the north of Horlivka and in Donetsk airport. And the illegal armed formations have used heavy armaments, 82mm and 122mm mortars in Luhansk, Zaitsev and Mayorsk. The northern suburbs of the occupied Horlivka yesterday became the site of the most active combat, and the shellings and firings from the enemy, including some sniper fire, started in the afternoon and lasted for more than 6 hours. In Mariupol sector, the enemy also violated the regime of silence along the entire front line. In Krasnohorivka, enemy snipers worked twice. Beside, the enemy has fired at our positions in Marinka, Novotroitsk and Shirokine. And as a reaction to these volatile provocations, the anti-terrorist operation forces have returned fire more than once. Over the last 24 hours, as a result of combat action, 1 Ukrainian military died and 3 were wounded. Also, 1 Ukrainian military died and 1 got wounded as a result of mine explosion apart from the combat. All those losses were sustained by the forces of the anti-terrorist operation in Donetsk sector. The training of Ukrainian military continues. The coastline artillery, so the naval forces of Ukraine have trained to shoot at naval targets, and the Ukrainian commanders systematically improved their combat skills. Not at least 2 times a week, the winged infantry are conducting training, firing, shooting at testing grounds. Also, the Donetsk policemen were training, upgrading their skills with the armaments at the testing ground next to Mariupol. They have worked on correlation of actions between units, and also they worked with the firing from different kinds of arms. The Ukrainian law enforcers are confiscating the arms in the anti-terrorist operation zone at the outskirts of Granitny village, Volnovaha district of Donetsk region. The military counterintelligence of the security service of Ukraine have confiscated more than 20 rounds of ammunition to anti-tank grenade launchers at an abandoned farm. Also, the policemen from Avdiivka, during checking the documents, have confiscated 2 combat grenades. Next to Selidove, they confiscated an anti-tank mine from a resident at the Kurakhivka village. Also, the policemen of Donetsk region have conducted a raid in the villages of Volnovaha district that are adjacent to the front line. One of the residents of Starognativka has voluntarily handed over a RGD-5 grenade, also a round of ammunition for the grenade launcher and for anti-aircraft armaments. In the vicinity of Novoaidar in Luhansk region, the security service of Ukraine has stopped a lorry whose driver tried to transport almost 13,000 liters of diesel fuel to the occupied territory. You said that there are losses among Ukrainian defenders. Can you tell us where they happened? As I told you, this happened in Donetsk sector, but to be more precise, one Ukrainian military died next to Zaitsevo and one was wounded as a result of mortar shelling, and next to Opitne village, two Ukrainian military were wounded as a result of firing from a grenade launcher. And next to mine Putilivka, Butovka Donetska, one Ukrainian military died and one was wounded as a result of a mine explosion. Thank you very much for your attention. That's it for today.